Hey Challengers, how you going? Look, I've had a whole bunch of questions fired at me this week being the first week of the challenge, so I just thought I would pick the top three and go from there. So I just wanted to do a video blog just so it's a little bit easier so you guys can understand where I'm coming from, things like that. So the number one question being fired at me so far has been, what class suits me for the results that I want to get out of this whole 8-week challenge. So to put it in a nutshell, every class will suit, okay, as far as what your goal is. So majority of people that sign up to an 8-week challenge like this, or Kasama in general, are looking for body fat reduction or weight loss, increasing muscle tissue, things like that, and increasing strength, okay? So they're the four things that 99% of the population are after, okay? They just maybe word it in a different way, okay? So to run through the programming side of things, so we've got boxing, for instance. Boxing is what we call our cardio sessions. Heart rate quite high, lots of calories being burned, great for burning body fat, increasing fitness and things like that. Okay, so that's boxing in a nutshell. You've all probably done it by now and get that sense of feeling. So from there we've got K-Rock, which means it's kettlebell rounds of complexes. Okay, so it's more catered towards power and strength. Muscle endurance is also in there. Okay, now with K-Rock you can take it, because it is a 4-minute round, you can take it as slow as you want and work on technique, or if you're the athlete and quite comfortable with kettlebells, you're going to knock it out quite fast, okay? So therefore your heart rate will go quite high. But it's not about that, it's about technique, it's about grinding, it's about working it out to your muscle ability, okay? Then we also have TRX, okay? TRX is what we consider our muscle endurance and core strength, okay? Great for building core because everything you do on the TRX, which is those yellow straps hanging down, it's great for core, muscle stability, and stability in through hips and the big joints, hips and shoulders. Okay, crucial for everything that we do in here. Your whole body depends on pretty much those two movement patterns, hip and shoulder. Okay, so great in working strength that way as well. Once again, it's an exercise, it's a class that you can go quite hard, heart rate can go quite up, or if you just want to work on technique, slow it right down. Okay. The other one we have the two circuits, Afterburn. Okay, Afterburn is probably one of our higher intensity as far as heart rate is concerned, and we're using a multiple different array of equipment. We use some ropes, we use boxes, we use TRX, we use sandbags, all these types of things, and it's a circuit, like a station if you like. So technically, it's probably one of our most challenging workouts, but it does get the heart rate up. And actually the high intensity interval training has proven to burn more calories post exercise as well. Okay, so that's another great advantage to it. The new one that we've got out this month is K-Strong. Once again, K-Strong you can train in a way that it's 45 seconds of work. You might get 6 slow reps for 45 seconds. That is muscle strength. Or if you work it out quite quick and things like that, and you want to do 30 reps in 45 seconds, you're tapping into a little bit more muscle endurance and obviously increasing heart rate. So once again, it's everything that we have compiled together to get the best result, for you guys. As I said, decreasing body fat, increasing muscle tissue. Now, when I say increasing muscle tissue, ladies, don't cringe at the thought of increasing muscle tissue. All right. If you do gain 1 kilo of muscle tissue, but lose 1 kilo of body fat, say in an arm, your girth tape measure will actually be smaller, okay? So don't cringe at the thought of putting on muscle, okay? Because if you're losing body fat at the same time, you're gonna look more petite, smaller, okay? So that's about the wrap on the actual workout. So as I said, you can come to any of the workouts to get the goals that you're after. It's the way you train in that workout. But it more boils down to convenience and what time works for you, okay? And the second part that I wanted to discuss with you guys is the importance of our movement screen. So you came in Saturday, you did all your measurements and things like that, and your weight and blah, 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 and the photos and all that. But a really, really cool element to this business is actually your movement screen. So I've had a flick through of pretty much everyone's movement screen pattern and their scores. So we actually give you a rating on how your shoulder mobility is, how your hip movements are you tight in the hamstring and things like that. So we actually give you guys a rating, and I've noticed there has been plenty of circles around what we call stability. So we give you a rating between stability, strength and power. Power means that you can go hell for leather and you have no mobility issues, very rare to find. But we are noticing a lot of stability, so quite tight, shoulder mobility, quite tight hamstrings and things like that. My only concern with these types of ratings is that when you're on the large team floor, we might have 2 trainers out on the floor with a group of 30, which is 1 to 15, and we do know your movement patterns. However, if you have got a stability rating in a shoulder, for instance, then we shouldn't allow you to overhead press. So overhead pressing meaning pressing above your head if you have shoulder mobility issues, which we've given you a grading of stability. Now, my issue with that is that we need to correct that. It's not saying you have an injury, it's possibly an old injury, or you currently are struggling with one, or there is a likelihood or a potential that you can develop an injury if you continue to do movements that are going to aggravate this movement screen, okay? So really, really important. I want to touch base with you on that. That's the importance of personal training, okay? So we can actually see your movement screen and actually program accordingly to your movement screen. A little bit hard, as I said, in that large group forum because there is so many people, but that's the nature of that. So over in PT, you are closely monitored and making sure we are programming according to your movement patterns, not fitness or strength, movement patterns, that's a key point there. So if you're interested in things like that or want to know more about it, give us a ring and we'll talk about that PT side of things, because I look at you guys and I am a little bit concerned about technique and things like that because it is so new. Kettlebells are new, TRXs are new, and things like that. You will get it. However, we just want to make sure that you guys are doing it efficiently with keeping, obviously, technique in mind and preventing injury. Okay? Anyway, that's a video blog for today. I hope you got something out of it. I will probably continue to do these randomly just to get a message across to you guys rather than email. Anyway, you're more than welcome to give me a call or email if you have any questions. Okay?